Hi, today we're gonna make pancakes, our favorite fall treat. So remember last week when we drew the fire pit? We're going to start with the same shape. You're going to start with an oval. So get your sketchbook ready and your pencil and start sketching a big oval right in the center of your page. Next, you're going to take that oval and draw a line down from the left, little short line, and a line down on the right side of the oval to create a three-dimensional shape. Connect those lines with a line that is not perfectly straight. It can be a little bit uneven, and this will represent our first pancake of the stack. Then, moving down from there, you're going to repeat that process, adding pancakes onto your short stack of pancakes. You can add as many as you want. If you want to make it really tall, you can. If you want to just keep it a little short stack like I did, you can do that as well. So I made sure my lines were just a little bit curved at the edges, a little bit wiggly, so they didn't look like they were too perfectly made. They look a little more realistic to what pancakes would look like if they were all stacked up. In fact, if you ask me, these are pretty perfect pancakes if I ever did see them. So what you're going to do next is curve a line all the way around on the bottom. This line reminds me of like what you would draw around a planet if you were drawing Saturn with the rings. It also makes our pancakes look like a really silly hat, but this is going to be our plate. So I did a second line here just to make my plate look a little bit more like it has a rim around the edge. Sketching that around like a copycat line and following the shapes. There we go. Now it's time to add some three-dimensionality in the form of butter. So I want you to draw a little line sticking up from the center of your pancakes and a diagonal line coming out of the top right and the top left. Kind of looks weird at first, but just trust me. Draw a second diagonal line on the bottom left, connecting to the center, and another diagonal line on the right. Connect that going up, and connect it going up on the other side. And you're going to start to see our three-dimensional butter coming together. Now you're going to draw two diagonal lines going up, kind of like the roof on a house. And then we're going to go in with our eraser and erase that little pancake line so it looks like the butter is on top of the pancakes. The next thing we're going to add for a little bit of three-dimensional detail is some drizzled syrup that goes down our pancake stack here. Now, usually kids just draw it going straight down, but you want to make it look like it's actually sitting in real space and dripping down those layers of pancakes. So in order to do that, you make the line flat at the top, and then you curve it going down each individual pancake. And then you make it flat again at the bottom. So the pancake syrup would drip over here, and gravity would pull it down into each individual pancake stack, and then it would flatten out and pool again at the bottom. This is what makes it look like a little bit more realistic, even though this is an illustration. You want the pancake syrup to look like it's actually flowing and sitting in real space. So it curves, and then every time it drips down, you pay attention to each layer of individual pancake. So I drew some drips here, flatten out a little pool, a puddle of syrup at the bottom, and connect it back up. You don't have to draw your syrup exactly like this, but this is how I suggest you draw it. And remember, you can always pause, rewind, and go back anytime we do a drawing tutorial video. Next, I'm just throwing in a couple of details. I added blueberries and a tablecloth. Now, even if you don't like blueberries, doesn't mean you can't draw them. You can add strawberries or bananas or chocolate chips or anything you want. I went in with my crayons and I did the butter and then the syrup. And I chose a couple different colors. I actually broke like 2 crayons while I was coloring this because I was pushing so hard. I don't know what I was doing that day. I was just getting a little bit too into my drawing, I guess. But what I really want to do is blend and mix colors where they're a little bit darker at the edges. So you can see I did multicolors for different things. So check this out. Look at that transition. Ah. I still have to do my plate and add some color to the background. Ta-da! I didn't really do a transition for that, but I really just colored the edges of the plate blue and added some color to the background with an unwrapped crayon. I did green so it would pop against the red and the warm colors of the pancake. You can choose whatever colors you want. You can mix and match, and you can do a different tablecloth as long as you get your stack of pancakes. And I think these turned out really good. I'm kind of proud. I can't wait to see your drawings. Bye!